Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Unadulterated You. My name is Bianca, and this is my partner.
Teddy, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, we're back again. As always, we promise we'll be back, so we're back, and we have another video. And I just want to kind of run something by you. You know how everybody is kind of trying to make extra money. The economy is going crazy. Food prices up, gas prices up. Everything is up. I mean, I guess if you want to buy a car, a house, whatever, it's all high. So people are trying to make some extra money. And I've seen that Airbnb is one of those options that people use. Not to mention like Turo. What's some other things? Drop shipping. What's some other things people are doing? Can you think of
Uber.
Oh, definitely Uber. Yeah.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. And basically, most of those things are using, outside of drop shipping, most of those things are using the person's personal stuff to complete a job or a task. So anyway, I ran across this video online and I want to see basically your reaction, or I want to know what would you do. And audience, if you want to tune in and tell us what would you do, please feel free to comment down below. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and play the video. So let me get this up on the screen in just 1 second. And we're going to play it. Okay, can you see it?
Goddamn, I caught myself trying to find it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Don't trust my Airbnbs. Okay, so I can't even talk right now. I'm so pissed off. Yeah, I didn't even know this shit could happen, but this shit is real. This shit is really going on. Goddamn, I caught myself trying to find a way to goddamn pay off my mortgage a little better, a little quicker, or whatever. So I put this ad out or whatever, saying I was looking for someone to sublease one of the rooms in my house or whatever. It was gonna be supposed to be like this real smooth transaction, whatever. Went on vacation or whatever. The person was supposed to be gone 3 days prior to my return. So I'm talking to my housekeeper, whatever, XYZ. She's like, yo, that person is still here in your house. What do you mean it's still in my house? It's supposed to be gone. So when I get back and touch down in the city, this is still here in my house, okay? Refusing to leave. So I didn't know what to do. I'm used to this shit. So I go down and I do there you go, y'all. Straight to the kitchen. I ain't going nowhere.
Oh my God.
On top of her ass just intruded into my home, she disrespected. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been trying to do the right way. I went down there and got the all the paperwork that I need to do to get her ass evicted out my house, whatever. But that shit is a process. Protocols, all the other stupid legal blase bull. And then I just got the police just left my house, and I'm like, get this out my house. They're like, oh, she's a tenant now. She's a tenant there. You and the police, okay? My door. That's all I know. Your door. This is my house. How about you get the out of my house? How about that's what you do? How about you get the out of my house? How about you get the out of my house? How about you get? Time to go. Shit, Mom. Shit. Excuse me. Excuse me. You can report all you want. All you want, but I ain't going nowhere, okay? So deal with it. This is what I'm dealing with, y'all. I'm Airbnb. So don't trust it. Don't do that. Make sure you know exactly who to let into your house, because it is some freeloading motherfuckers who would just use you at my house. And then I call the goddamn police and she's a tenant. She's a tenant. I know tenant in my house. What you mean? She's supposed to goddamn be gone. If she's supposed to be gone. Is this call the police? Call the police, because I ain't going nowhere. Don't touch that door, or I'm calling the police on you. They're gonna arrest you.
Yeah.
Oh, did you are you smoking in my house? Are you
Wow.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I'm talking
Okay.
about Airbnb.
Wait,
Okay,
it's something
so-
going on. It's still playing just one
I can't even
second.
talk right now. I'm so pissed off.
It's
Yeah,
still
I didn't even know
playing.
this shit could happen, but
Hold
this
on.
shit is real. This shit is really going
I thought
on.
I pressed
Goddamn, I caught myself trying
Can
to
you
find a
still
way
hear it?
to goddamn
Yeah, I can still hear
pay
it.
off my mortgage a little better, a little quicker, or whatever. So
1 second. All right.
Wow.
So what you do? I am. When I was looking at it, I was just really floored because, dang it, you know how many times I've looked at like, oh, let me just invest in some Airbnb stuff, and then even knowing people interested in it and doing it as well, it's like, okay, it seems like you put yourself in more danger than you're helping yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like even with your car, if you think about Uber, how many times have you seen like people trip out of people's car?
Right. You're right about that.
Did you see the lady? What?
Yo, that was crazy, man.
Your main question, what would you do?
Well, first of all, just my opinion. If I was to get into anything like that, especially when you talk about property, I would want to get a property that I actually don't live in, like a separate property to make money with. And this is not my personal residence to sell or to do whatever with. I would never put my personal residence where I live, on any site like that, Airbnb or whatever. That's just crazy.
And then it's like, well, to me, what would I do? I am not like a physical person, but I just think it would have been a physical fight.
Oh yeah, I would have went to jail. Because we would have been fighting.
Yeah, like what? That lady done lost her mind. Or I would have called somebody over there to get her out of there, whoop her tail.
That's crazy.
Because clearly she's out of it. But I wonder, is that even? Well, I'm not gonna say is it legal, but does that happen more times than not? Because that's the first time I've heard of it.
I'm sure it does. It's just that lady, you could tell she had a sense of confidence in her. She probably did some research, like some law research.
And all of that.
Yeah, she knew this woman can't get me out of this house. So she walking around with confidence, like, yo, this woman, I can do what I gotta do.
She's bold because she's putting herself in a line of fire because this lady can, people ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? She could have done anything to her. She insane. And we don't even know what she has. So like you say, you really shouldn't put your own personal, where you live, your own personal place, they up for Airbnb. It's like, yeah, you got to get a separate place if you're going to do it. And with that said, if you're able to get a separate place, then maybe you're not in as hard of a place as you thought you were. I know she said she was trying to pay her mortgage and stuff off faster. And so anyway, I feel that. I understand because, everything is freaking high. But
crazy out here right now.
Man, I don't know, but would you consider Airbnb knowing all that?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
But no, hell no. But not to change the subject, but they have different. You mentioned Turo in the beginning of the video, and I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends because I actually have a vehicle that I don't drive every day, that I only drive on the weekends, and they even asked me like maybe that would be a good not video, but a good vehicle to put on Turo to rent it out during the weekend. Then I could drive it on the weekend. But when you watch videos like this, it's like, nah, I don't know if I want to do that,
Yeah, it's not like you don't want to make extra money because who wouldn't and who doesn't need that right now. But I would say, no, it's not. A lot of stuff isn't worth the headache. I mean, even like I've driven when I was going to school. I've driven Uber. I've driven Lyft. I've driven DoorDash. I even applied for Instacart when I was trying to complete my program that I was in, and I'm like, man, a lot of times you're really putting yourself in harm's way. Number one, and two, is it worth it? It's wear and tear on your vehicle. It's wear and tear on you. It's like You don't know who you're dealing with, who's coming in and out of your space. Nah, I commend everybody who has done it for years and years and stuff, but you really gotta be like you said, super dang, you gotta be really protected that way. I don't know.
Right.
You never really know who you're gonna come across. So that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, even with my situation with the vehicle, I thought long hard about it, and I said, yeah, I can make some extra money, and I could probably pay off the car early, quicker. But I pretty much came to the conclusion that if I really want to do that Turo thing, I would have to buy a separate car just for that. I couldn't rent out my personal car because stuff like this happens.
Yeah. And so, but would you do drive Uber or Lyft or because you've driven buses before and stuff like that? Would you
Mhm.
drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Instacart, any of that stuff that you have to interact with other people?
Well, my situation is different because I dealt with groups. I wouldn't mind doing a group thing, but when you're dealing with individuals, uh, that's a gray area, you
Mhm.
know.
It's a lot going on right now.
Yo, times is rough, man. The gas is crazy high. The food is going up.
Yeah,
People looking for all types of ways to get ahead.
and
So,
people's gun rights being questioned, all that stuff. Like
right,
they're really loose gun rights and stuff like that, which is I'm not against it. I'm just saying when you interact with other people, you putting yourself in harm's way. I
right.
wouldn't say for nobody, anybody, or everybody to stop doing it because even now, I'll use Lyft to get around and stuff like that too. Everybody's not crazy. Everybody ain't trying to
No,
get over on
no.
you, but it's just those few that make it bad for everybody, and that's it. So yeah,
I
God.
feel
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I feel for that lady because she's pretty much in a much of a pickle right there because
Yeah,
man,
were you expected to see when she flipped the camera and she's walking through there?
yo, can you imagine somebody walking in your refrigerator and getting your milk or your cheese or whatever you just bought, and she just
It ain't been
yo that
many times that I want to fight, but that'll be the time I'll be like, I don't want you.
yo
And then she
yeah
said, not only is she in my house, but on top of that, she disrespectful. No, she disrespectful on top for being there. You know what I'm saying? Like, ew, what are you doing? And why are you here?
and you know what the crazy part is, usually your house is the place of peace where you can get away from everything else. So can you imagine you got that much drama at your house and then you got to go to work, you got to go to church, you got to go to hang out with your friends, and you got all this hostile stuff happening at home.
Still in your house. So, but think it's one thing for you to invite that in, maybe relationship or a family member, like, okay, I know what I'm dealing with. And sometimes we're in turmoil or we got some conflict going on. But when you got this random stranger up in here with this mess, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's not. It's crazy.
Man, that's a mess right there, man. Wow.
So yeah, guys, I want you guys to comment down below and let us know what would you do? What would you do? And this happened
And
to you.
read them contracts inside and out.
Yeah, thanks for saying that because you never really would when you're doing stuff. I mean, even down to downloading an app on your phone, there are terms of agreement that nobody reads, just to be honest. Well, some people do, but the majority of people just click and download and they're okaying or saying okay to a lot of stuff that you don't even know that you're okaying. And that's how you being monitored, or artificial intelligence is listening to you and then throwing out ads that can hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like if you mention a burger and then you see a Whopper come up on your phone, well, because that app is listening to you, right? So even down to the smallest thing or the most innocent seeming thing is downloading an app. There are things hidden there in those terms and conditions. So really important to read the contracts and see what you're agreeing to, when you're signing up for these things. Because it's easy to get into, but hard to get out of. And
Man,
that's it. Well,
Man, that's tough because like I said, I would think my house would be the most peaceful place I can go to. And whew, man, that's
It's
rough.
a lesson learned. And I do appreciate her actually, even though it seemed like it was hectic. I appreciate her actually sharing that so that some people can see, what the other end of it looks like.
Right.
So yeah, guys, comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.
Y'all be blessed, everybody. What? Read those contracts.